Hello, this is StyleCon coming at you today from the Tobacco Company in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. Enjoying this cloudy but warm day here, smoking on my little stogie. And let's get into today's topic of discussion, and that will be power reserves. I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos, and there's a couple of people out there that say the power reserve is a useless complication. My particular Panerai that I have on the 241, it does have a power reserve indicator, which for something like this isn't really needed, to be quite honest. Anything that has under 48 hours of power reserve, you really don't need the complication. But now the watches that have 7 days and 10 days and 20 days and 30 days of power reserve, you should have this function on the watch. It should come with every watch. And I'll give you the reason why. It's sort of like your car. Your car runs best if you have a full tank. You'll get better mileage out of the car. With watches that have extended power reserves, what happens is after a few days, typically it's about maybe 2 to 3 days, these watches actually, depending upon how they're made, some thin out the mainspring. Some add extra barrels to hold the power reserve. But with any of these two types of ways to extend the power reserve, what happens after that 3rd day and 4th day, they are not as accurate. If you want to check any of this information out, you can read this. I mean, Watch Time magazine, I think, did an article on this particular subject maybe a month or 2 months ago, just recently. And what they said is true, because as the watch winds down, it's not as accurate. So if you had the power reserve on your watch, after that 2nd and 3rd day, you can just top it off. And they recommend that, and I would recommend that. So those people out there that are telling you the power reserve is a useless function, do not buy into that. Like I said, my Panerai that I have on has a power reserve. It's good for 48 hours. It's not really needed on this particular watch. I think it's nice to look at when I go to my safe, and depending upon what watch I'm wearing, because I don't wind all my watches up at one time. But if I see this is like running low, I might just top it off a little bit. So next time I do go to wear it, it's ready to go. And the power reserve can help with that. But anything that has, like, what's that, Christopher Ward, I think he's doing a 5-day power reserve now on some of his watches. I know, what is that, Panerai, they do 7 days, they do 10 days. You would want a power reserve on these watches so you can top it off so you don't lose any time. So I would highly recommend the function. If you're going to get an extended power reserve watch, it's needed. If they don't show it on the front, if they show it on the back, which I know some Panerais do that, it's still nice to have. Highly recommended function. Once again, this is StyleCon. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. As usual, I'll see you in the next video.